What's going on, everybody? Bucky ended up being the pick, so I played him for 50 matches in Marvel Rivals, and this is what I learned. Let's start with positioning. When you're playing as Bucky, you don't want to go for aggressive flanks to get behind the enemy backline, as Bucky just doesn't have the movement to escape if things go wrong. Instead, you're going to be staying with your team, playing natural cover for right-hand peeks, and taking off angles that don't take you too far away from your team. Also, don't get ahead of your tanks or push up so far that you've broken the line of sight between you and your supports, because if Bucky isn't getting healed, he won't be able to affect the battle in the way that he needs to. Since this game is very situational though, I would just say when you're playing as Bucky, just position in a way where you're fairly close to any of your teammates, so if anybody needs help, you're available to go help them pretty much right away. Now let's move on to his abilities. Bucky's passive is going to grant extra health and an instant weapon reload every single time an ability is used, which makes you very difficult to kill if you're positioned correctly. Also, all of his abilities, aside from his energy blast, have pretty long cooldowns, so they should only be used for a specific reason. For example, holding on to your grab to cancel an enemy ultimate, or uppercutting to avoid being thrown off of the map, or to secure a KO. His primary just does so much damage so consistently that you have the luxury of holding on to your abilities, and if you want to spam anything, spam the energy blast that causes slow to enemies and temporarily disables flyers from being able to fly, which is incredibly satisfying. On the other hand, something you don't typically want to hold on to is Bucky's ultimate ability. There's nothing wrong with holding on to it a little bit to wait out a support ult or something like that, but since you can charge it up insanely fast, holding on to it for too long is really going to decrease the value you're giving to your team. When you use his ultimate, the most important thing is to make sure you land the slam on something so they become marked, because it doesn't matter who gets the final hit. If a marked enemy dies, you get another slam right away, and we know what happens after that. Also, make sure to pay attention to your surroundings when you use his ultimate, because a doorway or a low ceiling is going to ruin everything. Lastly, your job playing as Bucky is to just be a disruptor to each member of the enemy team in any way you can think to do it. Whether it's peeling to elim a diver in your backline, canceling an ultimate, taking flyers out of the game, or putting out near constant damage, Bucky can do it all again and again and again. That's going to do it for this one though. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.